Looking to partner with influencers and creators to help promote your Shopify store? Well, welcome. You've come to the right place. This is Brett Owens with Afluencer. We're going to discuss 5 things that you need to know to promote your Shopify store via influencer marketing. So as I mentioned at the outset, I'm Brett. My role here with Afluencer is I'm our chief collab matchmaker, so I match up our creators and influencers with Shopify store owners. Let me tell you the story about Lena Sarsour and Akram Abdallah. They started Nominal, a Shopify company, and like many Shopify stores, trying to get that initial traction. Well, they turned to influencers to promote their jewelry. First, they started gifting them jewelry products, get it out there on social media, Instagram, so on and so forth. Fast forward to today, Nominal is now a 7-figure business. So this is all what we're going for. This is all what we know well and love. What we've seen happen on the online marketing side is that things like Google ads, Facebook ads, they just keep getting more expensive. So experienced marketers like you, like me, we dust off our old playbooks, and all of a sudden we see that it's very hard to turn $1 into more than $1 on these traditional channels, which is why we're looking at influencer marketing. It's the place to look today, and we're gonna start off with 5 reasons why Shopify influencer marketing should be your top priority. Okay, the first thing you need to know is that we gotta connect with a niche audience. So if you have a beauty product, we gotta get you connected with beauty influencers, right? Skincare, likewise, skincare influencers. If we're talking fitness, let's get those health and fitness influencers. If we have a travel product, likewise, let's get people who are buzzing around the world, different hotels, in airports, posting your product, right? So we're looking for your specific interest. That's the key. That's kind of marketing 101. And that's the beauty of influencer marketing today, is that we can find people and all they do all day, every day is post to that specific interest, and they've got followers who are all about that. So for example, let's talk about niche superfood brand Bloom. They were able to reach the right audience in one single influencer collaboration with a creator in the fitness space, Health Illy. So with a festive marketing campaign, they were able to get their product out there, up and running. Now, while we all want to partner with that one influencer who takes us to the promised land, in my experience today, 2023, what's working really well is partnering with the micro influencers, the micro creators, where we can get many campaigns going and we don't necessarily have to break the bank like I was talking about with Google AdWords and with Facebook. Now, where those campaigns, we're gonna have to throw thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars to even see if something is working. We've got the ability with the micros to maybe spend $100, $200 a post, literally a rounding error in Google AdWords billing that they're sending to us monthly from our Google ad campaigns, right? So we can get many different campaigns going with the micro influencers, find our partners that are doing a great job, that are connecting with our audience, and then do more with them while we go ahead and recruit more partners to scale our efforts here. All right, the number 2 thing you need to know, refresh your content strategy with quality content. Now, the nice thing about influencer marketing is that they are taking care of this for us. This is the UGC, the user-generated content. It's why we partner with influencers. It's why we love them. It's why they're called creators as a synonym, because they're creating the content and they're going. As you've noticed today, consumers are kind of sniffing out anything that smells corporate. Anything that smells corporate, no good. Anything that is prepackaged, no good. We want authentic, we want it from users, and that is the big benefit that creators are helping us out with here. So my example here, Nature Made, the brand actively features influencers on its own Instagram feed to showcase the benefits of its health products. So it's got its influencer posts mixed up there with photos and informational content to break things up. My advice to you, if you're working with influencers through a platform like ours or any platform, most often they are cool with you repurposing their content. That's a great benefit of that. I would say just get it up front where you want to have that expectation where everyone understands, hey, we're hiring you not only because we would like you to post to your feed, but we would also love to repurpose the content so that we can kind of gear our price, our budgeting accordingly. So if you do it up front, in my experience, it's been no problem to repurpose that content, to link to it, just like Nature Made has done. Easiest way to get user-generated content for your Shopify store is partner with these influencers. All right, the third thing you need to know, you can get a higher ROI. So when I was talking earlier where we're lucky if we can put $1 into the giant Google monolith AdWords machine or into Facebook ads. We're lucky if we can get more than a dollar back. If you and I can grind out where we put in $1 and we get one back, $1.10, we're probably gonna take that trade because it's growing our business, but on the other hand, it's not a very efficient way to scale. That's where influencers come in. So the current industry study standard is that $1 into influencer marketing produces $6.50 from a return on investment from an ROI standpoint. So that's what we're looking for. We wanna put $1 in, we wanna get $2, $5, $6.50 back, potentially more. That is what we're going for, these asymmetric types of returns. So what gets us there? Again, I find on the micro influencer side, if we go back to point one, if we can find micros in our niche, that is where the beauty is, because they are not only happy to promote a unique product like ours to their followers, they're also creating that great content, which we can repurpose, which is step 2, which is giving us a nice ROI here in step 3. So you can see how this is all feeding on itself. There was a recent Harvard Business Review study that I have in my notes from our lead writer, Kaylee Moore, who put this report together. I'm just taking credit for it here. That 1% increase in your influencer marketing spend can increase your engagement by nearly 0.5%, 0.46%. The importance of increasing your engagement is that these are the number of likes and comments on your social media posts, which then are the closest correlation to potential sales. So that's why higher engagement equals higher sales, which is why we're working with more highly engaged influencers, because they're more likely to generate sales and the ROI for us. So you can see it's all kind of tying together here as we move on to step 4. And this fourth thing you need to know about influencer marketing for Shopify is the halo effect that all of these efforts are generating. More trust. You are out there now on social media, and it's not you saying it, it's your influencer, it's your partner who's out there, they're vouching for your product, builds trust in that community. It is a third party, a verified third party saying it. By the way, the influencer wouldn't be working with you if they didn't like your product either. So they believe in your product. They're out there telling their followers, if they're posting reels, they're out there telling the world, because these videos are going viral, because Instagram is obsessed with catching TikTok. That's kind of another subject for another day, but even better, you get bonus points if your influencer's out there producing videos as part of their UGC, their unique generated content, because that's then going out there in the algorithms, and someone who's just kind of searching around your industry, your interest, your niche, they may not even follow that particular influencer. Doesn't matter. They can see your video anyway, and it's just a video from someone who looks completely credible, who's endorsing your product. So this is what we're talking about on the halo effect. More data for you, of course. 37% of buyers trust influencers over brands to make their shopping decisions. Of course, I'm actually surprised it's not higher. I think that number actually is higher. If you're looking for third-party reviews, I mean, do you trust the reviews on Amazon that you know are all bought, paid for, probably farmed out around the world? Of course, we're looking for unbiased third-party results, reviews, vouches, and there's no better way to get that than from a third-party influencer. All right, the fifth reason you should be working with influencers, the number 5 thing you need to know here, is that we can scale your following and your traffic. So now that we've got more followers coming to your social media account, because our influencer partner is saying, hey, you gotta go ahead, you gotta follow, in my case, you gotta follow Afluencer, because Brett, he's out there yapping on channels like YouTube and stuff. He's awesome, gets himself all worked up. You gotta go ahead and follow them. Would they find me on their own? Maybe not. If I got a partner saying, hey, you gotta follow Brett's company here, that's how we increase our number of followers, which then increases the reach of organic content like this. So you can see this is a beautiful, virtuous cycle that we have going there. This is what I and you love as online marketers, that the more we put into something, the more return we're getting out of it. So we're increasing our scale just as a matter of doing this more by working with influencers, by working with creators. We can get more scale on these efforts than we would if we were just banging out posts every day that, let's be honest, like nobody probably really cares about. So if we're having people vouch for us, that is going to be huge for us on that. So social media, really a gold mine. I got another study for you, of course, here that concluded if brands spent just 1% more on influencers, they would gain a meaningful increase in engagement. And again, that's what we're all about. More followers, more likes, more comments, and then these result in more sales. And then of course you can optimize these campaigns with the Shopify influencer app, such as ours. They'll increase your traffic and to your website, to your landing page. You can have the influencers giving you shout outs in their posts where they'll say, hey, go follow them, go to this site. So these are all specifics that we can include in these campaigns. And then what I personally like to do is get involved in the comment feed. So they post something great, it's a static post, it's a reel, and then I go ahead and I'm in the comment feed and I'm chatting it up with their followers and I'm just kind of saying, hey, thanks for this, just bantering it up. But again, that's where you put a human face on your brand when you're doing that. So that's how you get the scale. So that's what I had for you. If you've got specific tips, I would love to hear what's working with you specifically on the influencer side of things. So have you worked with influencers before? What types of influencers have you worked with? And what are you really doing out there on social media now? So please do me a favor in the comment section below. Leave me a couple sentences and let me know what you're up to. Until next time, this is Brett Owens with Afluencer. Thanks for joining. This was 5 ways and tips, best practices, you name it, for working with influencers to help promote your Shopify store.